in his cell, because he had a cell by himself, got to use the bathroom. And once I used was
He was setting your
using the
ass up.
bathroom, he just came up behind me and just grabbed me and put me on the bed. And
so let me ask.
But this is what I'm saying though. You saying it like it was so fucking easy. You saying it like it was so. You didn't say he pulled out a knife. You didn't say he had a little
Turned up in this bitch and start faking in the field, cause we know you ain't slime shit. I'm not trying to cuff you, baby, just want you to shake that ass. Police shutting down the party, so they twerking on the grass. Man, just look at all these hoes, they dropping low and doing split. She won't come and hang around with MDS, cause we the shit. Can't put trust inside nobody, so I'm clutching on the stick. I got a freaky hoe from Euclid, say she gon' show me a trick.
What up, MDS gang, man? We back with another motherfucking reaction video, man. We got his name is Vernon. I guess somebody was playing with his ass in prison. He got a fucking prison story to tell us. If that is so, I feel very bad for this man. Actually, I don't know. He might have liked it. I don't fucking know. It's 2024. These niggas is wild nowadays. But y'all know we don't do too much talking to me. Getting straight to the motherfucking video. Let's go.
drinking a little bit, had a little hooch.
Okay. He started this shit with drinking a little beer. Yeah, he might have liked it.
His cell, because he had a cell by himself, got to use the bathroom. And once I started using the bathroom, he just came up behind me and just grabbed me and put me on the bed.
Whoa. You can't just get into no intro after what the fuck this nigga just said. No. You can't just go into your intro after the fuck this nigga just motherfucking said. The nigga said he went to go use a bathroom. Nigga came up behind him and just. What the fuck do that goddamn mean? Nigga, you didn't show no goddamn resistance, nigga? You didn't hit him with one of the elbows in the back or something? Or back kick or none of that shit? You gonna say he just put me on the bed. Nigga, what was you doing to fight? You don't want to die that day. Cause I would have wanted to die that day. I would have either I would have got killed that day or he would have died that day. But I wouldn't be one of us wouldn't be living to tell this goddamn story. Gonna jump into the intro after you said that shit.
Again, I'm not gonna have you reenact the whole thing, but as far as you want to take it, the day of this happening,
the first time.
The first time. How many times?
Can you walk us through as far as?
Oh yeah, this nigga was.
What happened?
Oh yeah.
Like, how did you not see it coming?
He was the one. Y'all remember on Brian Scare Straight when the nigga told the white boy to throw that little the Kool-Aid on his lips? This was him. He was throwing Kool-Aid on his lips. He talking about the first time. God damn. He said it so like, you just want to know the first time? Like, nigga, what? Okay.
If you don't mind me asking.
What?
Because we were just kind of like
what, just did it?
What? Okay, so
I know the question. Because again, I had already been hanging out with him most of the day in, day out. Sitting in the cell, talking, rapping. I think we had started drinking a little bit.
Oh yeah, you knew
because they had hooch.
Yeah,
the hooch.
So,
That hooch, yeah.
Yeah, so we got to drink a little bit, had a little hooch. In his cell, because he had a cell by himself, got to use the bathroom. And once I
he was setting your ass up.
He just came up behind me and just grabbed me and put me on the bed. And
so let me ask.
But this is what I'm saying though. You saying it like it was so fucking easy. You saying it like it was so. You didn't say he pulled out a knife. You didn't say he had a little something in his hand. You didn't say he put a towel over your face or some covers over your face. You not saying none of this shit. You just said he came up behind you, grabbed you, and threw you on your bed. Threw you on the bed and started doing his thing. It kind of sound like that you wanted it a little bit. You just waiting on the move. If that's what you like, just come out like that. Don't say the nigga raped you, cause I don't think he raped you. I think it was consensual. That's what I'm thinking. I think it was consensual.
Yeah, because he's like you say, he was a country bumpkin type dude. Are you physically trying to fight this out? Because again, from you're 21 years old.
Look. I'm gonna show you why he wasn't trying to do it. I can show you how I know that if he say yes, he's lying. Look the way when he asked him that question. First of all, look at his fingers. He can't stop moving his fingers. That's a sign of nervousness. And then look at the little smirk he gave when he said no. The little how his this side of his cheek move when he asked the question. Watch.
Trying to fight this out because again, from you're 21 years old. You're 150.
About as much as I could, be honest with you. It ain't like I just say, oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do it. No, I tussle a little bit about as much as I could, but again, because how he caught me off guard, coming behind me, and he was a bigger guy,
So, mind you, and this is all hindsight now, he'd been plotting this, or at least let's say he didn't plot it, but
yeah, he'd been
testing you, and then he got you to this point.
He'd been plotting it.
Do you feel at the moment that, like, what do you feel was going through his head? Like, oh, I've been waiting to do this, or this is just in the moment. This is just what it is, man. Like, do you go through? Because mind you,
the interviewer all over the goddamn place. He didn't think that he was just gonna be so straightforward with it. He thinking like he gonna tell a story of how he tried to fight him off and this and this and this and that, and maybe he tried to kill him or some shit like that. He's so straightforward with the answers, and he just so okay with it. The interviewer all fucking discombobulated. This nigga don't even know what to ask no more. The interviewer in his head trying to figure out how is he so calm about getting dick in your ass. No Diddy. Well, it's not no Diddy for him because it actually happened. What the fuck?
We're gonna get to it, but you were probably trying to get commission to do some harm back to this man.
No.
But do you feel like he was like, this man, I let do you feel guilt? Be like, man, I led this dude into this situation to make this happen. Do you feel like any of that was your fault, or you feel like, man, he just really took advantage and I need to do some harm to this man?
I felt like he took advantage all the way up until I need to do some harm, because after everything was over with, I just kind of wanted to everything just be over with.
To be over.
And then I was
told you. I motherfucking told you. I told you. He's trying to play this role, man. He wanted that shit too. Ain't no straight ass nigga. Ain't no straight ass man gonna say some shit like that. Gonna say after a nigga put dick in your ass. You gonna say after it happened. And he didn't knock you out to do it. You still conscious. You still up. You feel the whole shit. Ain't no real ass man gonna say after a nigga just did that shit to him, gonna say I just wanted it to be over with and done with, just move on. No. You not fooling nobody. You damn sure not fooling me.
Then I was hoping he didn't tell nobody. I was hoping nothing ever came out of it. I knew it. Stop hanging around him.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you wanted that.
Really know how everybody started finding out, but I think I don't know other way was he could have said, oh yeah, I fucked him. And it was always, how you say, my story against his story.
So you telling me after that shit happened, you just got up, pulled your pants up and walked out? Cause I think about it, he went to his cell. The nigga didn't go to his cell. He went over there to the nigga cell. So after he did that to you, would you just stood up, pulled your pants up, and walked out, and just said, "Oh, well, it's over with"?
So because it was my story against his story,
I
the
mean,
only
you
way
don't got no
everybody
story.
felt like it was able to be settled was got to do something to him. So it was either you do something to him.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You saying, you telling your story, and he telling his story. You saying the people are saying either you do something to him. As a nigga, as a man, it don't matter what anybody else say. You should want to do something to him regardless. It don't matter what anybody else say. You saying you want to do something because other people telling you you have to do something because these niggas saying this shit. Lord help me.
But we do something to you. And
after this happened, like, what was going through your mind? Were you hurt? Were you like, did you think like, can you just kind of walk us through like,
yeah, he knew
what goes through a man's mind when something like this happens?
He knew he was gonna be getting fucked.
hurt.
What the fuck?
Normally people get put in what's it called? The infirmary. Did you seek to go?
Yeah, I didn't tell nobody. I really okay. I know you all have heard plenty of stories about women out here that get.
Here's another how-to
This
video.
bold-ass
If your
nigga.
dreams are bigger than your funds, and you
Shut
don't
the
know
fuck
what
up.
to do.
Get some hair. How about that?
Get raped.
Right.
And how after it happens, even if they know the person, somebody that they've known for a long time, they still don't want nobody to know. They still don't want it to, they just want it to be an isolated incident. And that's kind of what I was going to do.
Right.
It happened.
Yeah,
it
you was a
over
bitch.
With, and I was just like, man,
You
like
was
I
a
said, I just
bitch.
stopped hanging out with the dude. I stopped
He was a
going around
bitch.
him.
And that's wild.
Stayed in my unit. I would still come out and watch TV.
This nigga just compare his situation to a girl. This nigga just compare his situation to a girl. Yeah, you a bitch. That's it. You a bitch.
But I would not go nowhere where he was. And
Did he try you again? Did he ever
Yeah, he
try to?
did.
I've never talked. Well, he was sending word through other people
I
that
know. Yeah.
we knew, like from New Orleans, that was in my unit. Hey, at that point it was Lil Red. Hey, tell Lil Red to come on over here and talk to me. And
So I have to ask, how long
Wow.
did it take you to, one, physically recover, two, mentally recover?
What type of question?
In
That's
regards to
crazy.
just
that nigga just asked him how long did it take for your ass to heal up. That's wild. That's a crazy question.
getting back to normal.
physically, probably, I don't know. I don't even know the time frame. But mentally, I think mentally deep down, I still have maybe some issues. Because even at one point, once I got to North Carolina, I started going to therapy. I started seeing a therapist, and for 10 years, I was in and out of therapy, and most of that was because of that, and to just learn about me in general, about my childhood, about me, why I was the way I was, and then how to continue to survive in prison from that point.
Like Baba Shaka was saying, technically, once word gets around that this happened,
It's over with.
there should have been some type of form of either retaliation. Again, you already kept it solid. Like there should have been somebody in your corner.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Either they came to me, I'm saying they, because it was Louisiana people and California people, because I was hanging around a lot of Crips too. And so it was like a collective. They was like, hey, if you're going to continue to hang around us and be with us, then you got to do something. Either if you don't do something, then we do something to you, because we can't have that, basically that blemish on our car, on our car, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so they felt like if I didn't do something, they do something to me. So
They put a blade in your hand. They put a knife in your hand.
yep. It was an ice pick.
An ice pick. Who? And you don't gotta say no names, but as far as who within the group gave you that ice pick, was it somebody that's respected or just somebody that just
Somebody that I guess they felt that I respected them because that was somebody I was talking to on a daily basis.
I see.
Because it was somebody more around my age.
I ain't gonna lie, for them to even get you the ice.
You need to stop fucking talking to these people. Last time you talked to on a daily basis, put dick in your ass. No Diddy. Well, I can't say that for this because this nigga. But I'm saying there's no Diddy from my end. Shit. Last time you was talking to somebody on a daily basis, he was putting dick in your ass. You didn't learn your fucking lesson?
Ice pick, that means they're serious about it. But what was it for you that made you not go through with?
Because I ain't got the heart for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hell
And
no.
this is about how.
That's fucking crazy. A nigga bent you over and put dick in your ass. And you say you don't got the heart to do nothing to that nigga? So what do you have the heart for? What the fuck did you do to get in there? You was playing hard? Was you playing hard? What the fuck did you do to get in jail? Cause if you don't got the heart for somebody to do some shit like that to you, you in the damn sure in the wrong goddamn place. That's why he said, y'all talking about the first time? Cause after he didn't do nothing to that nigga, oh yeah, he was getting passed around. He might have some, he might got some AIDS or something. Cause he was getting passed around like slice of candy to a baby.
How that ice pick getting put in your hand, about how many days or weeks or months after that this situation happened?
About a month.
About a month. So
This
in a
nigga
month,
went
it wasn't in
without
your
saying
heart to like.
The interviewer can't even believe this shit.
We were talking. People that listen to this are just normal people that live a 9 to 5, or probably haven't lived that kind of life yet. To take a blade and say, let me a month later, not saying for no reason, but let me build it up in my heart to go either try to end this man, because you got to end this man. You can't just stab him in intention. Let me scratch his leg.
Yeah, because in instances like that, it's gonna be a to death situation.
Yeah,
because the only way you survive something like that is if once it starts, the police are kind of like right there to break
to
it
stop
up.
it up. Yeah.
But other than that, if it's done off in the corner somewhere and the police can't get there, one of y'all gonna die. One of us would have, and it'd probably been me because I was the smaller one.
Was there any ounce in you that wanted to go through with taking this man's life? Like, was anything in you, like a percentage?
The interviewer can't believe it.
Yeah.
What if I could make $100 per basket shooting from here? Or you could make $20 per basket shooting.
I want something happen to him, but me doing it,
no, he didn't have
I was
he didn't
too
have
scared
it.
to do it.
All right.
So did you like PC up? Did you say, hey, I want a protective custody because I'm being harmed and no one's protecting me? Did you tell anybody? Did you tell the guards?
Yeah, before I got stabbed, I checked myself in. I was in the shoe for 2 months. And in that 2 month span, I had gotten a couple of notes from people that I knew on the yard. They was like, hey,
trying to get
everything is good. We done squashed everything. Everything is good.
No, they lying. They lying. They want him to come back. Yeah, they sending them letters telling him everything is good because they want him to come back. They don't want him to keep wherever the fuck that he went. They don't want him to stay there. They want to go ahead and get him out of there because it's a bad name or where the fuck this nigga from. So they sending him them letters saying, oh, it's so good. We squashed this and this and this so he can come back on the yard and they can handle their business.
You can come out. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you.
Watch.
It's like, all right. So I started telling the police, hey, I want to go back to the yard.
God, that's dumbass.
Of course, it don't just happen overnight, but after a couple of days, couple of weeks, they was like, all right, you can go. And it was snow on the ground because this was in Colorado. It was snow on the ground, and we didn't get a chance to walk through the yard itself. We walked through what they call the tunnel because because of how Colorado was, and it was in the mountain. They had to have tunnels built. So if there was ever any inclement weather, even like fog, anything, the yard would have to get shut down. We could still operate. We could still go to work. We could still go to lunch. Because some prisons I've been to, if there's fog, the whole prison shuts down until the fog clear. And sometimes that won't be until 11, 12 o'clock daytime. But by then you'd have missed a half a day of whatever. But anyway, at Colorado, when they let me out the shoe that day, they sent me through the tunnel. And when I get to the unit, it was like one guy, he was like, "What are you doing back here?" I was like, "Well, I got a couple of notes that said it was all right for me to come back out." He was like, "No, bro. No, cuz you got to go back up. You got to go back up." I was like, hold on. It was like, "No, you let that shit happen to you. You can't be out here with us. You can't let that shit." He said, "Hold on, I'll be right back." And I'm standing in the cell talking to somebody.
See, that's your fucking problem. That's your fucking problem. You coming in there like it's a fucking meeting or something. You going in that bitch like it's a congregation. You friendly talking to every motherfucking body. That's what got your dumb ass in that situation in the first place. That's not a party. That's not a business meeting. You just go in and just be friends with every fucking body. You too goddamn friendly.
And next thing I know, he comes back in. He has gloves on his hands. So I was like, "Oh shit, this ain't finna go right." And before I knew it, he out his pocket and he started swinging, and I fought back, but it still wasn't enough to dodge the getting hit. And then I ended up getting out of the cell, and the police came, and I had a knot on my head, and that's kind of how I got caught from that, and then I went back in the shoe.
How long did you stay in there?
The second time after I got stabbed, 7 months until I got transferred to another prison.
They got him up.
Where did you get stabbed?
I got hit in my arm and in my chest and in my back.
The sensation of being stabbed, was it an ice pick, or do you even know what it was that hit you?
I assume it was, I say ice pick, but
that sensation, did you know it happened as it happened?
You know, just the adrenaline of it all didn't register until after I got to the lieutenant office, and they was like, "Were you fighting?" I was like, No. It was like, "Yeah, you are, because you got a bruise on your forehead." I was like, "No, I wasn't." It's like, hold on, take your shirt off. And when I took my shirt off, that's when I seen I had been cut in my arm. But the police standing behind me was like, "Yeah, you got a cut on your back." And the police was like, it's like, damn. I was like, all right.
Damn. And at this time, you're still 21?
Nah, by Florence, I was 22, 23.
Damn. You got your ass played with at 22? God damn, you was a young nigga too. You was a year older than me. You got fucked in the ass at 22? That's fucking crazy. Shit.
So did the administration recognize that you couldn't make it in that type of setting?
Well, I was transferred from Florence because of that. And then once I went to Florence, the next penitentiary I went to was Allenwood, Pennsylvania. So now I went from Kansas to Colorado to Pennsylvania.
They just getting them up out of there. Yeah, they kicking them out. And he going everywhere. And you know word travel. It don't matter what one he go to. They going, if he stay there long enough, eventually, how many years did he get? What did he do? How did he get in there? That's what need to be found out. How the fuck did he get in there? Cause boy,
I did some good time at Pennsylvania until my past started.
Told you. Oh my God, what the fuck? What? Oh yeah. If you play this game, nigga, you need a life.
Catch up with me again.
Told you.
From one prison, came there, and was like, "Hey,
you what's your name?
Raped at this prison, then he got stabbed here." So it was like, no, dude,
not nobody respects you.
Either.
Yeah.
But it just so happened that the psychology department came through and started talking to me, and they found out that although my sentence made me have to be in a penitentiary, my adjustment to the penitentiary life wasn't all that great. So they put what they call a management variable on me. And the management variable, it's basically a waiver. They waived the criteria that prevented me from going to a medium, which was my time. But my points was very, very low. I had like 6 points. So because of that, they were like, well, we're going to waive your time and drop you down to a medium so we can send you to this prison. And that prison was in North Carolina. And man, that was I had never done. That was the best time that I did. That I was the entire time I was in prison. 5 years in North Carolina.
How many years did this nigga get?
If you pay attention, some of your hardcore rappers that's around, they don't get a chance to go to these places that we was at. They in Texarkana, they in Fort Worth, but they supposed to be riders and thugs. They'll come on. I've been to the pen. Nah, you ain't been.
Yeah, I laugh at that too. Though I'm like, he went to where?
Yeah, once you get those,
you shouldn't be laughing at shit. You shouldn't be laughing at no motherfucking body. You should be the last person to laugh at anything in a motherfucking life. Go laugh at them because they go somewhere they didn't get their ass played up in, and if they did, most of them doing some shit. If not all, most of them doing some shit. They not gonna not say shit and then yeah, you talking about you laughing at some shit and the nigga put dick all up in your ass.
who are in the system know what levels.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, you got it easy over there.
It's like he ain't no way.
So, did you ever contemplate suicide or anything like that? Did that ever come to your mind?
Bro, I think he
I
wanted
did
it
a couple of times. I cut myself a couple of times. I
pray for him.
Actually tried to hang myself a couple of times.
Damn.
But every time I got in the process of doing it, I would like hanging. I hang there for a few seconds. I was like, man, this ain't gonna work.
Even though he got dick up in his ass, I hope he don't die. You know, I hope he didn't, you know what I'm saying, don't kill himself or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish nothing bad like that to happen to him. So be good.
But as far as cutting myself, once that process started, a cut is a cut. It's there. Ain't no. The only thing is just a matter of how deep you gonna cut.
Right.
But yeah, I cut myself a couple of times.
When you were in solitary confinement, like, what was that like for you?
What do you mean?
Like, how did you ever have to like hear anything, any voices?
No, because almost every time I was in solitary confinement, I had a cellmate.
Okay.
And they try to pair you with someone
in your same experiences
that they feel, like in my case, because they knew while I was being placed in solitary confinement,
they try to get
stabbing. So they tried to always
get somebody that's in
pair
the same
me with someone that was
just say it
basically as soft as I was.
Yeah.
They feel like nobody that the person that they put me in with wouldn't compound the problem.
Right.
That I was having.
How was your cellie like the person?
Oh, once I got in solitary confinement, I always had good cellmates.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always had.
Did they have any of the same experience?
Yeah. They did. Yeah, they did. They was talking about they war stories. They was talking about how they got bent over and shit like that, and I tried my best. But I didn't do nothing after. I just let it rock, and I just stayed away from them. Yeah, they talked about that.
Why?
No, well, if they did, they didn't. Because again, being raped in prison is not something that you talk about.
And I want to ask that because we don't get this story often to where, you know, you hear of these actions that happen, but we don't ever hear these stories as you're, you know, courageously enough coming to tell this story. And I, you know, of course, if I ask why is that, we know why. But with that being said, did you ever hear of anyone else that had this altercation or that, you know,
that got
was
raped?
Violated? Yeah, that was raped in prison. And what's the status of them? Because you do hear stories where that may happen. Then all of a sudden they become either, you know, punks or they become the wife of a cell. You know, you're like, damn, it happened. We see movies to where that now he belongs to him. Did you see that in regards to any of the time in any of the prisons to where you see someone come in normal? Something may have happened that's innuendo you don't know of, and then you see that person belonging to that.
Well, again, it goes back to that 3 sides to every story. Because this person may say, oh, he took advantage of me, he raped me. That person would never, hey, I didn't do that. I didn't. So it's kind of like you hear it and you don't hear it unless something more becomes of it. Did anybody ever get locked up in shoe? Or, no, I never knew of anybody getting locked up. Now, that was always room.
Yeah, this nigga head all discombobulated. That's not the question he asked. He asked, did you see anybody come in straight and then end up being somebody girl, end up turning gay, end up being somebody shit? That's the question he asked. I don't know what you answering right now. But you on the wrong subject, buddy.
Rumors, hey, these two people went to the hole because he said he raped him, but after the investigation was over with, they both come back out. So now you left wondering. And
what if recording high-quality content, editing like a pro, and streaming like a star was as simple as hitting...
You don't get no did it really happen, or what was the situation? So it's kind of like you never really know, because unless you know either one of those individuals and you knew where they was coming from, you never really knew if it was true or not. You always just had to go with what you felt in your gut.
What the fuck is he
so
talking about?
So I never really knew anybody that came in and they didn't want it to happen and it happened. I never knew anybody like that.
What are your thoughts now on, there was a story about somebody, it's on Instagram somewhere, there was an argument to where
this thing got a head on him.
Sexuality in prison.
That big ass dome you got on your head, you didn't backhand hit him. All you gotta do is hit him with your head. You knocking that nigga clean out. That big ass dome you got, you didn't think about doing that?
Prison. To where some people who do want to have sexual partners of the same sex in prison.
He was one of them.
Some prisons offer condoms to inmates and some don't. Is that true or not? I don't know.
I haven't heard that.
Bobby, you ever heard anything like that? Okay. So
now, I do know, like, the homosexuals, right as I was on my way out at like the last 10 years or so, the homosexuals had started to file a class action lawsuit against the BOP, which is the Bureau of Prisons, to get their hormone injections, hormone pills, to get bras sold to them, to get panties sold to them. Yeah. But as far as the other stuff, I never heard.
Now, you were sentenced to 39 years.
Damn, what
the fuck did you do? 25 and COVID came in and, you've been released since then. But it wasn't easy to get released. It wasn't by chance.
No.
You had to have, I'm assuming, some friends or something in some high places. Or how did you get out?
Well,
what did he do to get 39 years?
I'm gonna say around.
He couldn't get killed anybody.
2018 and 2019, I started to research. Well, Trump was in office, and they had started to pass these different little laws. Good behavior laws, good this, good that. So I started to, pay attention to that. So I reached out, and I remember when I first got arrested and I first going through all of this, my mom kept telling me, hey, the prosecutor wants to help you. He wants to help you. But, so I was like, no. Fast forward, I'm thinking, well, since the prosecutor wanted to help me then, why wouldn't he want to help me now? I'm not any more bad off now than I was back then, although now I'm probably even better. When I was in North Carolina for those 5 years, I was in college. I enrolled in college courses because there they actually had professors from the college down the street coming to the prison. So I was working on getting my associate's degree in business. So I'd already groomed myself to be better coming out than I went in. So once I presented all of this to my former prosecutor, because he wasn't even a prosecutor no more for the government, and I presented him with everything, and he said, well, get some letters from different people at the prison, like some of the guards, some of the administrators. So I started talking to them about it. They started writing letters, and I presented it to him, and he went to the prosecutor, hey, because he still had some pull. Hey, I got this guy, I prosecuted him 25 years ago. I need you to help me getting released. And just at that point, COVID started to hit, so they started to try to get people out because they was looking for space to create. So everything just kind of all clicked at the same time, and I got out.
Do you think your prosecutor did find out about the rape? Or did you tell him?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe I did.
So even now, and again, we're going to be jumping around just this last part, but you're free. Are you married with children?
No, the only son that I knew of that I had died 2 years ago from fentanyl overdose.
Condolences, man.
Condolences.
But no, I'm not married. It's just ain't right. Just life right now. I'm lifing.
Is Robin Banks out of your system? We just asked that in the last interview with Baba Shaka. We're like,
right? You joking?
we just asked that. We're like, do you still see cracks in the system as you go to your bank right now? Do you see cracks in their system, knowing what you know? And again, we're not condoning any kind of bank. We're not condoning nothing bad. I'm just saying
was he a bank robber? Yeah. If he was a bank robber, them is the least dangerous niggas in the world. Yeah. If he was a bank robber, that's why you don't have no hard bone in his body. Okay, I see why.
Intellectual level, do you see cracks still?
You know what? All bullshit aside, in all honesty, I've went to a couple of banks because I'm actually doing business.
Yeah, you're a patron. Yeah.
Got checkers account, savings account. Yes, that part of me still looks around and like,
okay, he was a bank robber.
This would be that. Or as I'm driving by a bank, I'm like, well, damn, this would happen. This could happen. But no, nothing beyond.
Yeah, because he ain't trying to go back.
Because you look at things like you think things like Frank Lucas, he got out the game and he started helping the government catch the drug dealers or whatever. Or the bad cops, let's just say. Like where even Catch Me If You Can, they start catching people with fraudulent checks. Would you ever help the government catch bank robbers? Like, hey, here's this bank is easily gonna get hit.
Yeah, you would.
This bank is very lickable. Would you do that?
He would.
My honest answer would be I would have to answer that in the moment.
Okay, yeah. See, present the question.
Yeah,
you'll get an answer.
I don't know. It's sometimes it's difficult for me to answer questions in scenarios, like hypotheticals, because not in a hypothetical, not everything is detailed. So therefore, it's hard for me to say what if. I don't know what if.
Do you have PTSD from, let's say even men being behind you, just talking to you like, hey, you got to talk to me in my face. Talk to me in my eyes.
I still have some issues with some things, like sitting in restaurants or sitting in open areas. I don't particularly always sit with my back to the door. I sit where I can see everything that's going on. Even in the restaurants, I like to at least sit where I can see the majority of where I'm at, just so I can see what's going on.
If there's any advice you could give to, again, there's kids that's going in there now, 18, 19, getting put into max security penitentiary systems. What advice would you give them when it comes to the signs that maybe you missed to say, look out for this, because somebody will they'll look at something about you and prey on that. What advice would you give them?
That is a very hard question.
Ooh, I know.
That is a very hard question because, again, people are different. What I tell you may only work for you. It may not work for you, and you. See what I'm saying? Because everybody goes into prison differently. So it's hard to just answer that question.
So if you could you could say something to the man who did do this to you, what would you tell him? What would you say to him?
I mean, I just...
You don't say nothing, so you still scared of her.
You knew that I was naive to this. You know, you knew...
Yeah.
Cause we had...
Duh. That's why the fuck he chose you, dumbass. That's what they go for. They go for the niggas who naive to it. Cause your dumbass want to be friends and cut and buddy with everybody in there, and that's not what that motherfucker is for. So he saw your dumbass being all nice, smiling to everybody, talking to everybody and shit like that, and he got him one. You still haven't learned? It been 30, 25 years. You still ain't fucking learned?
I talked ad nauseum as to my background. And again, anybody that's from the streets can talk to me in 5 minutes and already be able to tell, oh, you don't know nothing about this.
Right.
Then, now I'm still kind of green, but
no, you green.
Not as much as I was back then.
No, you green.
Because now I've been around people from all the federal system. They like people from all around the world, literally. Russia, China, you got all types of people in the federal system. So I had a chance to talk to different people from different walks of life. And that just kind of, how you say, made me...
You should have just did something like life insurance. You look like a life insurance agent or an IT tech. That's what you look like. You try to come into something that you knew nothing the fucking about, trying to be cool, trying to be down. Niggas fucking started.
Open up my eyes to different things. And I would just tell him, that was wrong. He say, you should have been schooling me rather than trying to figure out how to take advantage of me.
Right.
Especially if you from my area and you calling me a homeboy, I'm supposed to be somebody you're supposed to be trying to look out for to protect me from the other wolves out there. But instead, you the one that laid there and was a sheep in wolf's clothing.
Right.
A wolf in sheep's clothing.
They asked him, what would he say to the nigga who been digging your ass? And he said, you wrong. He said he gonna tell him you was wrong for that. Yeah, it's no hope for this nigga. Yeah, there's no hope for this nigga. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. MDS gang, y'all know the bigs up and coming, man. We out.
What the fuck going on, man? Hold on. I say, hey, all these hoes going, if that's your bitch, she out here feeling me. I don't want the hoe, I fuck that bitch, that just my sneaky link. Niggas talking shit, man, we pull up and we gon' chase his ass. Brody got a beam up on the Glock, it look like laser tag. I can't settle down for you, little